Well, it feels like 40 below zero today around Chicago, aka the Great White North for Lutz. But I got a joiner and a planer last week from one of my friends, and he delivered them in the rain. I gotta try them out. Real exciting, huh? So I got the planer and the joiner from a friend who knew a lady that's husband died and had only used these things a couple of times a piece. So here I am just taking some 220 grit sandpaper and cleaning off the face of it. When my buddy delivered these things in his truck, it was raining that day, so I had a bunch of little rust dots all over it. I'm going to take some Minwax that I had left over from a job of cleaning up my table saw. I'm basically doing the same thing to it, getting all the rust off of it and buffing out the top of it with a little bit of wax. I've never used a jointer before, so the first piece of wood I run through it is a first for me, and I'm pretty excited to try it. Here I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit more of the residue. If you can kind of see back in my garage, you can understand why I call this the driveway workshop. I have no room in there to do anything. So I'm filming the other part of this video on our new camera we got as a family Christmas present, and as you probably would have guessed it, the battery died. So everything that I do cleaning it and sanding it and putting the wax on it, I did with the other camera. So I wanted to go over some of the features of this. It has a depth of cut adjustment on it that you can see here, and underneath here there's a wheel to go ahead and adjust the depth. It's really easy to turn, and if you look up at the top, there's like a on the adjustment here, it won't let you go past about there to hog out material. If you want to get any deeper, you have to pull this little arm out and then rotate it down. Unless you're probably going to make a half-scale replica of the Suez Canal, I don't think you're going to be hogging anything out more than like 1/8 of an inch. So that's actually a pretty good feature on it. It's got some spots here to store your push blocks, and there's actually an angle gauge that comes with it too that stores down here. I don't know if I'm going to use that. I'll probably just wind up using something like a framing square or something like that if I want to set the fence on it. Moving around to the back, this is the fence adjustment, which is pretty cool. It's got the knob here that you can use to loosen it to adjust the fence. It has a stop right here so that you can adjust the fence, and as it slides up and down, hang on, let me get the right one here. As the fence actually moves, you can see that that stop will come down when it's at 0 degrees and block it out. These two bolts on the other side are for different degree angles, so you can set those up for like a 45 or a 22.5 or 30 degrees, whatever you want to do. Take this out, replace it, put it in here, and then as you adjust your fence back and forth, it'll do the stopping for you and set you at a definite angle. So I'm going to lock this all back out at 0 degrees, pull the fence all the way back so that it's in the right position, and hold it. It is a model JP06101, made in Taiwan. How about that? It has some spots for tool storage here, and it has a dust chute on the outside so you can collect the chips. A lot of people that I've seen with these online on YouTube here have been taking the dust collection, run it down to a 2-inch hose so they can use their shop vac with it, which is probably what I'll plan on doing. Now up here, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. That is the adjustment for the outfeed table. I'm probably just going to keep that level with the height of the blade so that you know, you get good cuts and everything off of it. And that's about it. It's a great little planer. As you can see in the videos that I took with the camera, it does a really good job of flattening out boards. This board was rough like this. It's a cedar fence plank that I made some cedar planters out of last spring. The thing is just as smooth as the table is right now. I was really impressed with it. I tried it on some just regular old 2x4 to see how smooth they're, and just, it's amazing how smooth these things are. I'm just really impressed with it. I have a planer also that I bought. It's a rigid, kind of a high-end rigid model, and I'm going to do a video on that too. Right now I can't because I can't pick the thing up with back problems, so I'll have somebody bring it out in the driveway when it gets a little warmer and do that. Until then, thanks for watching.